Alright. Alright, this is a video I want to talk on. As you know, I do those videos. But of course you won't watch it because while you're watching, if you see in this, but most won't because people aren't attracted to brilliant, witty, artistic, very good stuff. They rather watch, you know, guy play with a lightsaber or some guy on a skateboard. Somebody trying to, people being stupid because they can like relate to that. Yeah, interesting. If you think about it, you ever work at a job where you have different departments. I've done it. I have different departments, and you're working in a particular department, and you're friends with certain people because of just in the department. And people from the other departments don't really talk to you because but then you leave that department and you go to a different department. And all of a sudden, that's friends from the other department that you used to talk to. All of a sudden, they ignore you. In that way, it's like, okay, now because we're in different departments. See, isn't that interesting? That's kind of like how life is. Like these little cliques. It's like people will dwell towards things that are like themselves. Because when you're in the same department, they see you as the same. It's like you're in the same department as me, so we're kind of similar. So let me talk to you. Let me dwell towards you and be good to you. Unless you're in a different department, then because that's how it is. That's how life is. That's how the internet is. That's why you have certain people who give you likes because they feel that they're like you. You know what I mean? So if you're mediocre people will dwell towards you. So if you want to know what kind of person people think you are, just look at the people who follow you, who want to be your friend, right? Because they kind of see you as them. I think there's usually three reasons why people follow someone on social media. Well, it's just generalized, but three. Either you find them attractive physically and hoping to be their girlfriend or boyfriend, or they're famous before you've met them. And you like them from a TV show or a musician that you like, you know, or they're like-minded people. People like you. People are similar to you, so you feel like you're just like them. You got similar weird tastes. It's like people who like the Beatles tend to like people who like the Beatles. I like people who like the Beatles because I can it's like the things that are similar to us bring us together. That's always been the way. That's like in human nature. That's why people tend to dislike things that are different than them because that's just like human nature 101. We don't have to be that way, but we choose to because we don't really try to fight who we are most of the time, even though we should because human nature is different than nature, is it? Well, I mean, human nature is about survival, and then people feel like when things are different, that's usually people who want to do bad to us because they're not like us. Because that's the logic that, you know what I mean? It's like in the old days when you used to fight the enemy tended to be different than you, so you tended to fight the enemy because they looked different, and so you knew who the enemy was, I guess. Or like when we have kids, they tend to look like us. Why? Why do they look like us? Why does nature make? Because the new kid tend to want to care more for them. Do you think a sheep, if it has a sheep that looks different to them, they don't want to take care of them? It's the old black sheep thing, which it's still the sheep. Even sheep can be kind of like that, kind of, like, well, they look different to me. I don't want to take care of it. So they're like thinking, well, animals are great. Well, they can be kind of like, kind of assholes too. Kind of superficial. You know, but I think humans are more superficial to extreme degree than animals. But I think animals do it more out of different, so they don't trust it. See, because out of survival or something. And then humans know it's not out of survival, but they do have that feelings. But they know it's I don't know. But you know what I'm saying, yeah. So yeah, I think that's three main reasons why people follow each other. And me, I'm a very creative person. I'm witty. I'm attractive. And yeah, people get jealous. People don't want to. People like me tend to want to dwell towards me. But I'm so different and unique that people don't even know. People like, well, he can make songs on the spot. He's very good at the music thing. He's creative. Am I like that? No. You probably not. Chances are you're probably not. So you don't dwell towards me. You rather dwell towards the idiot who is dumb and stupid and posts Star Wars nerdy stuff. See, I'm not a nerd, so nerds don't tend to dwell towards me. But I am intelligent, though I had nerds as friends in high school because I'm one of those guys who are like smart, so I can get along with them. Plus, I played soccer and tennis, so I got along with the jocks, and then I play music, so I got along with the musicians. Because I'm a jack of all trades. So, yeah. So, but when you're unique, you even notice that, like how, I watch Twitch, and you always notice the girls who are more, show when they're in the tub and they show the body, they tend to get more views because they're just like dealing with the common denominator, the lowest denominator. But then you get the girls who are actually talented. You can do art and draw and stuff. They tend to get less viewers, but they're beautiful. It's like a beautiful girl. But why does that girl get less viewers? Even though she's beautiful, she's gorgeous, and she can draw and she's creative. Why does she get less views? Because she's different. Because she has that creativity. A lot of people who are not creative will not dwell towards creative people. Not really. So you go, all right. So that's the thing. So it's like Taylor Swift is somewhat creative. So why does she have so many people who dwell towards it? Because people aren't looking at it as a creative thing with a singular mind of being creative as well. They see it more as a star. It's that whole, like the three categories. She's more, they know her, they listen to her music, and now they, follow her on social media. She's that person. She's not, A lot of these Swifties think that they are Taylor Swift. I know they do. Because I've met some who are like really into Taylor Swift. And it's more like they think they are Taylor Swift. They think they're as talented and creative as her. I've seen that. I've seen some. And then they have a boyfriend, and then they make the boyfriend look like every boyfriend Taylor has. So if Taylor's boyfriend got a crew cut now, they make their boyfriend look that way because they want to be Taylor. That's the kind. I think a lot of Swifties are like that. Not all of them. A lot of them just, like to follow certain people. And maybe they like the message of Taylor songs, like that men are creeps and will cheat on you. And the women can, they can associate that with that. They go, yeah, okay, I'll follow you. I'll listen to your music. Okay. So, I don't know. Yeah. So, that's why. Do I get a lot of likes? No, because people aren't like me. I'm unique. People aren't creative. They know that. It's like, yeah, so, yeah, that's it. People know they will never be me. Because I'm just too wonderful. And they will never be that. So they don't want to be reminded of that. They will rather follow you because they're closer to you. They're more like you. They're like, why did Donald Trump get elected? Do you know why he got elected? Because people voted for themselves. They could associate with them. They're bad-mannered people who probably have money, who have a pretty wife. They basically voted for themselves. They can associate with him. They understand that they are him. That's why people voted for him. Right. Yeah, just because you're that person. But trust me, there's a lot of people like that in this country. I didn't know. Yeah, because you're ignorant. Why don't you try to figure out who's in this country, who lives around you, who exists, what people are thinking. Instead of just people that you know who think just like you. Why don't you try to figure out what other people who aren't like you are thinking? Try to understand them. You see, because you don't want to understand people. I know a lot of these people, especially Democrats. Democrats do not try to understand people. Well, they go, I don't understand you, so I'll just ignore you, and you're not canceled. Instead of trying to understand, trying to figure it out. It's like, because I know they were all shocked. How did Trump get elected? Because you don't know who the people are in this country. You just don't want to know. You ignore them. You cancel them instead of trying to understand why they do what they do. Maybe if you understood why they do what they do, you can try to change their minds. But no, you rather just cancel them because you're a good person. Because good people cancel people. I'm like, I'm a good person. If you disagree with me, I will cancel you because I am a good person. That's what good people do. They don't try to understand people and try to, try to reason with them and try to be, sympathetic and show empathy. No, we just cancel. That's all we do because I'm a good person. I'm a good Democrat. I'm kind. I'm a Democrat. I'm not crazy. We're Democrats. We're the most sanest people ever.